So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem.
Good evening and
We are
welcome to the
trying
Little
to
Ralph
improve the
in
information or
Thief
block
River
the pain
Falls.
signal
Gorgeous
so
arena.
that people can feel
If
relief.
you haven't seen it, you should. And we have two
Since
games for you tonight.
1933,
First,
three
junior
generations of
varsity
Kozlaks have
Warroad and East
wined
Grand
and
Forks.
dined
The varsity
Minnesotans
teams
with
meet
great
in the
food
matinee
and impeccable service.
later on.
Located in historic
And
northeast
we are
Minneapolis,
underway. Warroad
Jack's is open
in
for
the home
happy
light,
hour,
and
dinner,
they play it on
and a
in.
tasty weekend
Jeff Davis,
brunch.
my name. Glad to have you here, Parker.
With a world-class
Laughlin.
bar and a spectacular outdoor
Far side
patio,
and now
your dining experience
off
will
the
be
wall
both
and turned
memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's
Yeah, I can
dairyland,
tell you that,
Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub
the
pizza is
Warroad
made with
roster
the
is
highest
not all that
quality
good.
meat and
So,
veggie toppings.
We're going to do our best, but on the other side, we have East Grand Forks.
Them
with four
bombarded
players
with
wearing
over
number
half
40.
a pound of
So,
award-winning Wisconsin
best.
mozzarella
And
cheese.
puck held
Snag
in
a
along
slice
the
of
far wall
Brewpub
as
pizza
the
at the concession stand
Warriors go in and
or
tip
enjoy
it
a
out to
whole
center
pizza
ice.
conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
Now played through neutral
From
ice.
the
and East Grand
get-go,
Forks
it
will
was,
break over the
hey,
line.
we're going to be a
And a big hit
source of
thrown
good
there.
in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Such a core value
Now
is
winds
the
up in the
philanthropic
East Grand
piece of
Forks
this,
zone.
and
Nolte behind the
whether
goal
it's
gave it
Hope
away.
Kids or
Centering
ETS
pass and a
or
one-time
Whispers of
shot
Hope,
goes
the
wide.
Grief Club. Basically,
By Barrett
it's set
Hoffman. Now
out
a shot
that
from the
this
left
is something
point
that
by
it's a part
John
of what you
Mose.
do,
And it's
and
picked up
everyone
behind the goal for
has a
East
lot of
Grand Forks,
buy-in and
they
is
will
very
bank it off
excited
the
to do
wall
it.
And out to center. Bank to the right side, and it's Honvet trying to play it in and can't. Comes all
With
the way
an
back.
injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal
And it's
somewhere that
Patrick
causes
Kennedy
you
in
pain.
goal for
So we're not
Warroad.
actually masking any of
number
the
one.
symptoms or the
And now
problem.
played all the way back
But we are
into the
trying to improve the inflammation or
Warroad
block the
zone.
pain
Break
signal
wide pass to
so that
center ice,
people can
springs
feel
Huntvet.
relief.
He shoots it in. Right back into the right corner.
Since
of the East Grand Forks
1933,
zone.
three
Duca
generations
goes
of
down.
Kozlaks
On
have
a heavy hit
wined
by
and
Jared
dined
Jansen.
Minnesotans with great food and impeccable
Now
service.
four-car pileup behind
Located
the
in
goal.
historic northeast
And finally
Minneapolis,
the
Jack's is
Green
open
Wave
for
digs
happy
it out on
hour,
the near side,
dinner,
but
and
they're
a
having trouble
tasty
getting out.
weekend
Finally, they do
brunch.
get it to the point. Played back by Tyson Westby.
With a
number
world-class
44.
bar and a
Ring right at the
spectacular
center
outdoor
ice by
patio, your dining experience will be
East
both
Grand.
memorable and
Or East
delicious.
Side as they are known.
Brewpub Lots
Over
of
the line
Matzo
they
pizzas
come,
are made
and
in the
a shot
heart
winds
of
up blocking
America's
the defense.
dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every
Mason
Brewpub
Reed.
pizza is made with the
Now
highest
loose in
quality
front.
meat and veggie toppings.
Bank to the left point, held in by Sam Hart, but he lost it.
Them
Here's a
bombarded with
2-on-1
over
for East
half a
Grand.
pound of award-winning
And a pass
Wisconsin
winds up deflecting
mozzarella
off the
cheese. Snag a
lone
slice of
defenseman.
Brewpub pizza
And
at the
that allows
concession
Hart to
stand
come back
or
for
enjoy a whole pizza
Warroad, trying to
conveniently
beat two
located
men.
in the frozen pizza
And he
section
winds up
of
throwing
your
the
local
bump in the
grocery
corner.
store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the
Now back
ingredients
towards
for a
the
great time.
Right point.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a
Porter McLaughlin.
source of good in the
39 plays it
community,
down.
and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Now back into
It's
the right corner
such a
for
core value is the philanthropic piece of this,
As they
and
look for
whether it's Hope Kids or
way out,
ETS
turning in the corner there
or
is
Whispers
Zach
of
Erickson,
Hope, the
28,
Grief Club.
gave it up in front.
Basically, it's set out
And now
that this is something
Erickson
that
gets it
it's a part of what
backhanded,
you
still not
do,
out, runs along the
and
line and
everyone
finally comes to
has
center.
a lot of buy-in and is very
Curtis
excited to
can't
do
quite
it.
reach it. Now played back in by Jake Coulter, and it's picked up at the blue line, and here comes Warroad down the far
With
wing.
an
Erickson
injection, we're usually trying to
Puck runs up the
minimize
slot hard, closing,
inflammation
and
or
winds
block
up
a
going
nerve
behind the goal.
to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes
And
you
the
pain.
Warriors gain possession
So
now.
we're not
Erickson
actually
dropping to the left
masking
point.
any
Jack
of the
Palmquist
symptoms
shoots,
or
and
the
that's
problem.
blocked.
But we are trying
And
to improve the inflammation
East
or
Grand
block
Forks
the pain
coming in, and this
signal
time holding
so that
on to the
people
puck
can
for a
feel
little bit
relief.
longer before it's whistled down.
Since 1933, three generations of
Coulter. Gotta
Kozlaks
face
have
off.
wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable
We have
service.
played
Located in historic northeast
4 minutes
Minneapolis,
and
Jack's
50
is open
seconds
for
of
happy
this
hour,
contest.
dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch.
Varsity follows on Friday Night Ice.
With a world-class bar and a spectacular
Scott will
outdoor
join me for
patio, your dining
fun and
experience will
frivolity.
be both memorable
Comes to the
and
right point. Here's
delicious.
a golf shot right on. It's loose and
Brewpub
nearly
Lots
swept
of
home.
Matzo
And
pizzas are
the
made
shot
in the
knuckled
heart
from
of
Nolte at the right
America's
point.
dairyland,
And
Kaukauna,
then Nolte gets it back,
Wisconsin.
and now here comes
Every Brewpub pizza
the
is
puck out
made
to
with the
center
highest
ice.
quality meat and
East
veggie
Grand Forks
toppings.
with Brody Schmaltz.
Them
Get back
bombarded
behind
with
the
over
stove,
half a
being
pound
harassed
of
there as he
award-winning
goes.
Wisconsin mozzarella
Now the
cheese.
green wave play at the
Snag
center
a
ice.
slice
Here's
of
Kate
brew pub
Boasflug
pizza at the
getting
concession
into the
stand,
circle,
or
fires
enjoy a
past,
whole
save.
pizza conveniently located in the
By
frozen
Kennedy.
pizza section of your local grocery store. Brew Pub, lots and lots of pizzas, the ingredients
And we
for
got
a
whistle.
great time.
But from the get-go, it was
10:29
hey,
left in the
we're
first
gonna
period.
be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our
Look at it.
profits.
It's such a
Patrick
core
Kennedy.
value is the philanthropic
Where's number one?
piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically
Kennedy
it's set
had a
out that
buck
this is
knuckle
something
off
that
him.
it's a part of what
And
you do,
finally his defense bails
and
him out.
everyone
It comes to
has a lot of
the near
buy-in and
side,
is
and
very
John
excited
Mose
to do
plays
it.
it in rink wide. Doherty chasing after it. Check that, Jarrett Jansen.
With an
And now it
injection,
rolls
we're
towards the
usually
right point.
trying
Hard fires
to
right on, and a
minimize
save made.
inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it
And
from
we will get a face-off. As you get a look there at Grady Pinn, wearing number 31, the goaltender for East Grand Forks. Now back in the right corner. Played around behind the net by Keegan Strummy. Loose along the wall. And out to center, and it's 3-on-3. Over the line. Backhanded centering pass from Coulter is blocked. Winds up going off to the corner. And now behind the net. Hard plays it around to the far side, and it comes out to center. And East Grand Forks has to clear the zone, but now they come back in. A little bit of a heavy first touch there, cleared back by Hontvet, and now Warroad shoots it in as they get a change. Teferi Reeves, number 37. Last one to come off, and now Warroad at neutral ice has possession. McLaughlin. Right on the line. And now shot in rink wide by East Grand Forks and Coulter. Now Warroad starts down the near side. That pass is too far for McLaughlin, but no icing. And now it's played up the near wall. Here's Nowacki with it, and he lost possession for East Grand Forks. Now it's chopped up the wall. McLaughlin at the hash marks, goes down low for Westby. Now to the left point, and here's Erickson putting it in front, and was redirected by Doherty wide, and now it winds up in the corner on the near side. And here comes East Grand Forks to center ice. They come over the line, Schmaltz. And Schmaltz goes down to one knee on a hit there from Erickson, and now it's played on out to center ice, and it'll be a race for it back in the East Grand Forks zone, and it is not going to be icing as they wave it off at the last moment. Curtis for Warroad tries to play to the right point, too much on it, and Mose has to clear the zone. Gage Canfield shooting it in, number 18. Way down to the glove by Boasflug, and now cleared up the wall and back out to center. And East Grand trying to get in over the line, but that's broken up there by Mose. They try to feed up the wall, and then it's chipped on out to center. And Curtis chasing after it in a foot race, and he was held up by Weston Bratrud at just the right moment. Puck shot all the way back into the Warroad zone. And now at center, it's played all the way down the ice. That will be icing. Okay, it will not be icing. I beg your pardon. Now bank to the right point, and we get a whistle. Then we got our first penalty. It is a cross check and goes against Keaton Hagan, number 26. So East Grand Forks gets the first power play of the game. Face off to the right of the Warroad goal. East side wins the face-off, and it comes up the slot now to the near corner. A centering pass by Coulter is broken up. Now played back into the corner. On the wall, here is a shot, save made, and Bratrud tried to find a way home through the screen, and it winds up all the way down the ice. Hagen for cross-checking. And East Grand Forks has a minute and a half on their power play. Rink-wide pass comes out to center, and then it runs back into the Warroad zone where Hard picks it up, clears rink-wide, and it's back into the East Grand Forks zone. And here's a steal and a chance in front, and it was poked onto the goal. And a good chance there by Ryan Chamernick, and stop made by East Grand Forks. Now shot into the zone, and it winds up behind the goal. Cleared around behind the net by Kennedy for Warroad, and cleared out to center, so they nearly gave up a shorthanded goal as Schmaltz, with 54 seconds in the power play, plays it ahead. They can't get set up. Now it's shot into the zone to the right by Coulter, and then it's cleared up the slot, and it's held in. Near side, Boseflog throws it back in front, and his receiver was bowled over as he tried to shoot, and it's shot all the way down the ice. 6 minutes to go in the first period, 35 seconds in the power play, no score. Friday Night Ice game number 2 for this season, and over the line, Boseflog, he goes behind the net. Now to the left point, 20 seconds still in the power play, and then just sweep it around behind the goal. Going after it there, Schmaltz. And now, crisscross with the defenseman, and now he winds up in the corner. Boseflug goes down low. Centering pass, and a good chance in front for Jace Panzer, the freshman. And we'll get a face-off. All right, face-off to the right of the goal. Penalty is over as East Grand Forks gets possession, and now closing in. Here's a shot that's off the traffic. A follow-up goes wide as Schmaltz took the initial shot. Now it winds up in the corner on the near side, and here's another steal from his knees. That's Coulter playing it in front. Now it comes back out to center, and Warroad trying to knock the puck ahead and get an odd man rush as it winds up behind the goal. Here's Canfield. Rink wide to the near side, Reeves chops at it. It bounces at neutral ice, and then it's shot in. Rink wide by Noah Freeze. Out to center. East Grand Forks in control. Brad Rude feeding to the left. Now it's shot on in. 4:40 to go in the opening period. Puck played around to the far side, and here's Jansen trying to get out. Can't. Gave it away in front. Here's a shot and a good save on Wyatt Foss by Kennedy. As you can see, 4:31 to go in the opening period. And a good look there again at Kennedy, as his defense left him hung out to dry, and he wound up making the save. Now back in the right corner. Shot from the left point goes over the top of the goal from Boseflug. Now winds up behind the goal on the far side. And East Grand being patient. Caglian, he threw it right through the slot, and it came through to the far side. Now the Warriors gain possession on the wall, and they're going to bank it to center ice. Shot back in, and now played around, so East Grand Forks can get a line change. Now a pass to center ice, and it's shot in by Porter McLaughlin as he heads for the bench. And Warroad finishes up a change. Shots on goal are 6-2 for East Grand Forks in the first period. Now it's played up the near wing. And a long pass, and that was just shy of a breakaway. Instead, it's an icing, so it's the all or nothing as Sean Caglian comes back to the bench. 3:33 left. And a face-off now to the right of Grady Pinn. Here's a giveaway at the top of the slot. Penalty coming on East Grand Forks. No, it's on Warroad. My goodness. Their player fell with the puck, and the referee is calling a penalty against Warroad as it's shot on in. And behind the net, it's finally touched by Kennedy, and now we'll get the stoppage. Holding is the call against Keaton Hagan for Warroad. And again, East Grand Forks will get a power play, their second. Face-off coming to the right of Kennedy. And East Grand with a second bite at the cherry on this power play. Now played back behind the goal. And it's cleared. Played all the way back down the ice. And Schmidberg plays it to the near side. And now East Grand Forks comes to center. Over the line, it's Nowacki. Trying to center it. He is tied up there. And the puck winds up going behind the net. In the corner, and now shot all the way down the ice. East Grand Forks now will play out. And now into the zone. Here's a centering pass that comes all the way through to the far side for Nowacki, and he couldn't direct it on goal. Winds up at the right point, and then flipped ahead on the backhand, but not out. It winds up behind the goal. And Mason Reed playing it ahead. That's broken up. And the Green Wave takes a shot, and that is blocked as Anderson took the shot. Now it winds up behind the net. Into the near side, 39 seconds remaining of power play for East Grand Forks. And here's Schmaltz feeding it over to the left. And it's offside. So we got a face-off with 1:44 now to play in the opening period. Play a little bit ragged at times here in the first. What shots there have been, they have mostly been for East Grand Forks, and Milwaukee will face off against Ryan Shamronik. Left corner. And now played right in front, and Kennedy makes the stop. And we'll get a stoppage with 1:34 left. Still 18 seconds on the power play. But East Grand, of course, with 2 power plays, so 4 minutes of extra man means you probably should have more shots, and they do. Comes to the right point. Ontred throws it, it's fed across to the near side, and chasing after it there was Schmidberg, who played it behind the goal. Now they set up 4 seconds to go. Tipped over to Schmidberg at the right point. And now in the high slot, it's blocked. It comes back out to center, and here's a chance. It's a breakaway for Warroad. It's Hagan closing right out of the penalty box, and he puts it on goal. And a sprawling stop by Pinn. The net comes loose, and we'll get a face-off. So Hagan trying to make instant amends there with a breakaway. The Pin was there to turn him aside. Face-off coming up to the left. Ball, the puck off to the far boards, and a backhanded shot by Palmquist as we hit the last minute of the first period. Warroad still with only 3 shots as the puck is played around behind the net to the far side, and Schmidberg has it, chips it up the wall and back into the Warroad zone deep. Here's a race for it, and it's going to be won there by Hard. Played out to center, and Honfett. Yeah, it's knocked into the zone by the defender. Bosflug right onto the goaltender, and we got a face off, and now we get pushes and shoves as the goaltender Pin gets a snow spray. Face-off coming up. From the draw, a centering pass comes all the way through, and East Grand will pick it up and carry to center ice. Foss. That's broken up by Hard in the center circle. Shot in. cleared back into the left corner. And now Warroad comes off the wall. Here's a shot and a save made by Pinn. Good chance there for the Warriors, as I am not able to determine which player that is. He's not on the JV roster, unfortunately. So puck cleared finally out to center as the period comes to an end, and that's what's more important here. There is no score after the first period. Warroad and East Grand Forks. And are we going to flood here? It looks like we are. So we will take a break and come back with the second period of our game one coming up. No score here on the Youth Hockey Hub Friday Night Ice.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company. Everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
Back by the
Wow.
And the teams will change ends for the second period. And Warroad has a player in the penalty box to start the second period. Must have been right at the buzzer, but we'll wait for the official announcement from Robin Cook. And penalties going both ways, actually. Looks like Schmaltz is going for East Grand. So we'll start five-a-side. Still loose in the center circle, finally played on in by Warroad's Dom Anthony, number 2. And it winds up coming back out to center. Now here comes Warroad back to retrieve a loose puck through Reed. Clears to the wall, and now a rink-wide pass will come back into the East Grand Forks zone. Now, a nice play down low there by Freeze to block a centering pass. Now it's loose in the right corner, and the Green Wave pick it up. Milwaukee plays out to center, and here is a 2-on-2, a shot, and out to challenge. The goaltender Kennedy made the save. The puck now cleared out of play. And a good chance there for Jace Panzer for East Grand Forks. As we go back in the Warroad zone to the right now of Kennedy for another draw. From the draw, bank to the left point, played down by Nolte. Now playing around on the far side for Warroad, and this is Reeves. Back around on the near side, Nolte. Mose for Warroad. Now tries the far side. And Reeves gave it up in the slot, but it's poked back out to center, and in a collision it neutralizes it, shot right back into the Warroad zone, now played ahead by Hagan, and then shot back in over the top by Nolte. Didn't miss by a whole lot. Now it's cleared back into the East Grand Forks zone to the right, and there is no icing there as the puck winds up in the corner. Now a centering pass comes up the slot. Mose one times, and a save made by Pinn. Got a good look at it, and no trouble there for junior goaltender Grady Pinn. All right, face-off coming up to the left of Pinn's goal. Now we're ready. And Westby pulls the puck to the right point. Now it comes out to center. Canfield. Now banks it ahead, and here's Mose. And shot right back into the zone, and Kennedy makes a stop on Freeze, and now it's played, on Schmiedberg, and now it comes out to center ice. East Grand Forks is wearing green on black, which isn't nice. And now over the line they come. Anderson, steered wide by Canfield. Now it's poked ahead, and the Warriors play out. Westby banks it off the wall. It'll run the length, and McLaughlin goes after it. Defender gets there first, and they play it back up the wall and out to center ice. Now top back into the zone, and they'll have to come back for it. Schmiedberg plays it around behind the net to the far side, and picked up there by Anthony, but he can't center it. Now out to center. It's kicked into the zone, where the Green Wave's Braden Overgaard, and will get a face-off. Face-off coming up to the left now of Patrick Kennedy. 12:06 left, second period, no score. Milwaukee to the right point. Here's a shot right on. Kennedy makes the save. Milwaukee goes behind the net, centers it, and that is tipped into the air by Kennedy, who closes the glove on it. Shots 9-4 for East Grand Forks. It was 7-3 in the first period. Down to the right point. Can't see the net, and it's played down behind. And in the corner, Scrapentine, 14 for Warroad. Can't hold it. Now a centering pass. Ooh, and a shot that might have caught a piece of the crossbar on its way over the top from Jace Panzer. Now we get a whistle, and we're going to have a cross check. And again, East Grand Forks is going to get a power play. Penalty is against Grappentine. Now in the right corner, Warroad's Mose plays it around. And it's chipped on out to center ice, picked up there by Anthony. He's got a breakaway. Closing in, Anthony shoots, and a save made by Pinn. Knocked it over the top with his glove, and now back comes East Grand Forks. It's going to come right on to Kennedy, who will get a stop at Warroad, and will get a face-off in their zone. Good chance there for Anthony, who raced in. And Pinn stoned him right where he stood. Now picked up. Schmidberg has it. Drops to the left point. Bratrud. Schmidberg throws it in front, and the shot goes off the heel of the stick. Braden Overgaard for East Grand. Now it's played over the line. Now a centering pass right up the slot, and a save made off Overgaard by Kennedy. And East Grand continues to make things happen. Overgaard shooting from the high slot, and that's saved by Kennedy. Off to the far side. Chipped on out, but not out, actually, as Erickson tries to pin his man in against the boards. East Grand Forks picks it up, feeds the near circle. Here's a shot, and Kennedy reaching, and one up behind him. Comes to the right point and played down, and East Grand Forks doing a good job holding possession here. 47 seconds in their power play. Centering pass comes off a boot in front, and it's cleared. Comes right onto the goaltender. And now Warroad looking to center it in front. Here's a shot right on as Curtis shook free. And we'll get a face-off. So Curtis has had a couple chances. Anthony's had one. Hagen has had one, but Warroad is behind on the shot board, but they've had better chances. Now played up the slot. Finally, it deflects out to center. 10 minutes to go in the second. And Bosflug feeds it across. Now picked up by Schmaltz, who plays it into the zone to the right. And Schmaltz winds up wrestled to the boards by Reed. Goes behind the net. Here's a shot. Kennedy makes the save on Bosflug, and now it goes back behind the door. Behind the net, I should say. Sometimes you just wonder why the words come out of your mouth the way they do, right? Now cleared over to the near side as Warroad is back at full strength. And now played off to the near side as Bosflug chasing after. It leaves a drop to the left point for Nolte. He shoots, pad save Kennedy. Giveaway in front. Centering pass comes right through to the far side. And Huntvet will clear it back out to center ice. Now shot right back in as East Grand Forks continues to assert itself. Puck comes in front, and here's a chance. It's over the top from Bosflug, and now cleared up the wall and to the left point where it's held in as Schmaltz, and he is going to take a penalty for tripping as Warroad's Jarrett Jansen tried to break out of the zone. And Bodie Schmaltz will go, and it's the first power play for Warroad. All right, face off to the left of Grady Pinn. And now cleared back to the left corner where the Green Wave will clear it all the way down the ice to start their penalty kill. Kennedy out for it, now plays it up the wing for Anthony. And now a rink-wide pass to center, and here comes Warroad over the line. And now loose. And finally cleared back. And in control for East Grand Forks is Overgaard, and he puts it high over the top of the net. It comes back out to center ice. Fries. He picks the opening and shoots it all the way down the ice. The first 30 seconds of penalty kill for East Grand Forks. Now cleared off the wall for Anthony. And he comes to center. Anthony over the line. Tries a toe drag, gets loose at the right edge, tries to center, hits the outside of the net. Puck comes up the slot. Defender wasn't looking for it. He had already started to vacate the zone. And now, here comes Overgaard over the line, and that's broken up at the blue line, controlled by Shamronik for Warroad. 3 against 3 with a trailer as they come over the line. And fanning on a shot attempt there was looks like Ryan Shagabay, number 20. And now Warroad starts back. 35 seconds in the power play. And he's over the line. Back to the left point, Anthony. A one-time shot, save made by Pinn. Off a point shot by Leif Olofsson. And, excuse me, by Mason Reed. 24 instead of 34. And we'll get a face-off in the East Grand Forks zone. 22 seconds of power play remaining. Still no score as we get to the 7:14 mark of the second period. This arena is tremendous. If you have not been here, if you have seen the Heritage Sports Center in Duluth, it's very similar, except this one is much bigger. Played back. And Warroad in control. Canfield comes out to center, and that's picked up by Anderson. And he will bank it all the way back in the Warroad zone. 5 seconds to go in the penalty. Kennedy sets it up behind the goal for Mose. And East Grand Forks is at full strength with 6:50 to go in the second period. Pass to the left, and Warroad over the line, Anthony. He takes a shot, and a save made. A pin that goes off to the wall. Now along the boards, McLaughlin was behind the net. Loose to the near corner, and now finally backhanded out to center ice, where it's picked up by Canfield. Now played over the line, a drop pass, and another drop pass to McLaughlin on the right, and finally it's thrown in front. And finally a shot by McLaughlin goes wide. Trying to be unselfish, but somebody's got to shoot that puck. Comes to center ice, and East Grand Forks will break in over the line. It's loose to the far side and played down. Now a centering pass comes up the slot, and it's tipped wide by the heel of the stick. It's played back behind the goal by Wyatt Foss. Now runs towards the point, and finally it comes out to center ice. Here comes Warroad over the line. Zach Erickson threw it in front, and Hagen unable to get a hold of it. Winds up back behind the goal. Head over towards the left point, and a shot right on, and a save made by Pinn. And we'll get a face-off. Coming up in the East Grand Forks zone to the right of Grady Pinn. As we're down to 5:32 to go in the second period. Puck bank to the left point, and now played down. Nicely done there as Hagen cuts to the slot. Now feeds over to the near side. Here's a shot saved by Pinn as Erickson put a low shot on goal along the ice, and now East Grand Forks breaks out. And they play it on in. And it winds up behind the net. And a spin and shoot there by Schmidberg. Ends up going wide. Now controlled by Hagen. Plays it to the right point, but not out. Now played back down the wall, and Erickson will pick it up, and he will chip one to center, forcing East Grand Forks to clear the zone. Now shot back in to the right of the Warroad goal. And a long pass to center ice will find some purchase there. And centering pass winds up going all the way through to the far side by Hontbet. And now played up the slot, and here's Anthony closing. Anthony shoots, save made, rebound in front, and it goes up the slot. Here's a second shot deflected down by Anthony, but doesn't reach the net. Now here comes East Grand Forks back 3-on-2, but they dump it in. Puck now in the right corner as we come up on 4 minutes to go. Here's a 4-car pileup behind the goal, and the Green Wave pick it up, but now Reed. Good effort there, gets it out to center and back into the East Grand Forks zone. Now trouble on the D-to-D, it's come loose in front, and it's finally cleared out to neutral. Oh, and a big hit there as East Grand Forks overguard came in and threw a pretty good hit. We have a penalty coming. And we have a slash called. And it is going to put Anthony in the penalty box. Fourth power play coming for East Grand Forks. 3:28 to go in the second period, still scoreless. And another penalty kill starts for Warroad with a clearance. Jansen chasing it down. And it's played around on the far side for Bosflug. And now here comes East Grand Forks to center ice. Coulter over the line, plays it ahead, rings the boards to the near side. And it's controlled now by Keegan Strumme behind the goal. Strumme drops to the circle. That's Nolte playing it back down for Strummy. Puts it to the right edge, loose in front, and cleared. Now loose at neutral ice and shot back in by Nolte as he sidesteps a check there from Jansen, who wound up upending a East Grand Forks player. So it's kind of a multiple reaction pile up there as over the line comes East Grand Forks. A centering pass by Bratrud winds up the slot. And now it's cleared all the way down the ice by Warroad. And they will get there first. Centering it, it comes up the slot. Nice play by McLaughlin. Some good hustle to generate a scoring chance for his team. And here's Panzer over the line. Toe drag comes in. Panzer fires. He scores! Chase Panzer. It is a power play goal, and it's 1-0 East Grand Forks. It is a power play goal. And East Grand has the lead. Just 2:08 to go until our second intermission. As we look at it again, that's just a nice toe drag. Comes right in and finds the way around the goaltender Kennedy. Now behind the goal, here's Palmquist. Had to play it up the wall. You got the announcement. And it's a goalie assist. Grady Pinn gets the assist on that goal. And now Warroad trying to clear out and can't. 90 seconds to go in the period. And here's Palmquist in the left corner. Centering pass broken up. And now another giveaway, another chance, and a good save on Panzer again by Kennedy. As the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. And Kennedy really had to bail out his defense again. They have been adventurous in front of their own net. Nolte plays it behind the net for East Grand Forks, comes to the near side. And Warroad trying to find a way out of the zone. And Rappentine can't. Now he has it in the right corner. Plays it ahead. And the puck comes to center now. Here comes Warroad over the line. A shot and a save made by Pinn. And a shot by McLaughlin. It's around to the near side with 45 seconds to go in the period. And East Grand Forks will pick up the puck and carry to center ice as it's played on into the zone. Struggling with his balance there with Schmaltz. Now it winds up along the far boards. Anthony, one-touch pass to Reed. And here comes Warroad over the line. Reed fires, glove catch by Pinn. And a face-off coming. As we are down to 25 seconds. Play in the second period, 1-0. And the goal for Jace Panzer on the power play. Played into the Green Wave zone and right on. Pinn will get a stoppage. Was 1-0 East Grand with 13 seconds to go. Faceoff coming up to the left of the Green Wave goal. And now it winds up behind the goal. Players from both teams in. 3 seconds to go. Comes up the near wall, and that's it for the period. And we've played 2. And our score after 2 periods, East Grand Forks 1, Warroad 0. And now we will flood. So we'll take a longer break and come back with a third period next. This is Friday Night Ice on the Youth Hockey Hub.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the
Back at the Little Ralph here in Thief River Falls, third period. The junior varsity game on Friday night ice is 1-0 for East Grand Forks. Jace Panzer on a power play in the second period, the only goal of this game. Shots are 16-12 for East Grand Forks. Means 9 shots apiece in the second period. And Warroad will play it ahead. They tip it into the East Grand Forks zone. It goes wide of the goal, no icing. And now banked up the wall. And it's center ice. East Grand Forks comes back. Nolan Mielbrock takes the shot. That goes wide. And now a turnover. And East Grand Forks trying to get in again. Mielbrock tries a toe drag. He lost his edge. And the puck comes beside the net. Finally swept behind. And McLaughlin. And here's Warroad back. Reed that is knocked away and loose to center ice. Jansen will play it in. And it skitters wide of the goal. First line change. And the first minute gone here in period number 2. 3. And finally played on out to center ice. And it gets past Schmaltz, who has to come back for it. Now cleared up the far wall, and Bozplug tries to come out of the zone. And it takes them a little longer than they wanted, but they do it. And now it comes out to center, and Warroad trying to play it in, but they're having a hard time. Here's a chance, and a centering pass and a shot by Doherty, and a save made by Pinn. Puck comes to center, and here's Bozplug in over the line. And it winds up going to the right of the goal as he's shouldered off by the defense. Bozplug throws a hit, centering pass intercepted, and Warroad's Reeves plays it the neutral ice. Then shot back in by Fries, and it's offside. So we get a face-off with 1:51 gone in the third period. Varsity game scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. And at that time, I will be joined by the inimitable Tony Scott for the varsity contest. Should be a good game. 2 top 5 teams going at it. Now played back, and now rink wide into the zone. It's tipped on in by Anderson, and he goes after it. He centers it. Ooh, it came right up the slot. Now Karams to the right point. Bratrud. That shot knocked away by Kennedy. And now it's loose along the wall. And a shot, save made as Bratrud takes the shot, and Kennedy again has the answer. Here's a centering pass right up the slot, and a good defensive play by Jensen to tip the stick of the attacker as he closed in up the slot. Never got a shot away. Now goes back behind the net, and Warroad picks it up. Hagen now behind the net. Canfield up the wall, and East Grand Forks doing a nice job holding the zone. But now Warroad is able to carry to center ice. And a decleater there as Nowacki picks it up, and then he is bouncing off a check as he comes in. Nowacki centers it, and it's loose. And Warroad has changed goaltenders. It's Levi Westby now in as a shot winds up going wide. Here's a shot, and then we had Westby ducking, but it wound up going harmlessly over the top of the goal. And finally it does come out to center, but East Grand Forks nice and tidy back there so far. Over the line. Played off to the far side, and Overgaard can't play it in. Now stolen by Hontvet, and he comes over the line for Warroad. And Milwaukee behind the goal. Centers it, picked off. Hontvet shoots, save made. And Pinn gets the stoppage. 11:15 remaining in the third period. Pinn having a conversation with the official who gives him a swat on the shoulder pad. .14 to go. And Bratrud, puck cleared around behind the net. Jansen goes to the boards. Jansen still digging at it for Warroad. Puck comes to the circle. And now a return pass down low. And a backhanded shot goes wide by Jansen. Now controlled by Hontvet behind the goal. Centers, hits the back of the net. Centering pass comes right up the slot. Mose feeding it over to the right for Reed. He takes the shot, doesn't get through. And now cleared around behind the net as East Grand Forks is able to pick their way to the top of the circles, but not any farther. And now behind the net for East Grand Forks, Bratrud tries to reverse, comes to the near side. And Warroad's going to hold that one in as well as Hontvet goes in against two black shirts. And now digging the puck out there is Reeves. He centers it. And now a backhanded centering pass. Hontvet takes the shot. Saved by Pinn. It's loose in front of him. And now cleared. And a shot finally by Hontvet. This has been a very good shift for Warroad. 10 minutes to go in the third period. They still trail 1-0. And here's Reeves. Dropping it back. Mose takes the shot. He couldn't see the net. Played it behind instead. Now a centering pass is broken up by Bozplug at the left edge. And he will shoot it all the way down the ice, and there will be no icing. It didn't go far enough, and so they get a line change, and Mose, rink wide pass to center, skips into the zone, and that is going to be icing on Warroad with 9:38 left. Now playing behind Westby's net for Warroad, and it comes to the near side where it's controlled by Reeves. And finally out to center. Rink wide back in, and East Grand Forks clears the zone. And here comes Warroad back. Reeves. Pass over the line to the right, and it's offside. Reeves put himself offside by virtue of his flip pass across. And we'll get a face-off at neutral ice with 9:10 left. So far, Jace Panzer's goal has held up. Power play goal. And now East Grand Forks plays to center, and it sends shot back in. Going after it, Palmquist for Warroad. Gave up the puck, comes to the right point. Here is the centering pass. Westby saves, and the puck winds up in front of him, and now we're going to get Argy Bargy in front of the goal. And we'll get a face-off in the Warroad zone. I don't think there's any harm done there. Now over to the far side. Played back in up the slot, and is controlled by Curtis. Playing it ahead, Erickson into the East Grand Forks zone, and now back behind the goal. Bratrud feeds it around to the far side, and Overgaard reverses. Now comes out the near side. Overgaard bounces off a Warroad player, plays it into the zone, and it's loose in front, and finally winds up going to the left point. Shot, save Westby, rebound is chipped over the top. And a good chance there for East Grand Forks, as Fries took the original shot. Save was Westby's, but the rebound left at the right edge. Now, puck still in the zone. They come off the wall, a centering pass, and that's broken up by the Warroad defense at the last moment. Now it's played back out to neutral ice with less than 8 minutes to go. Bratrud playing it in. And Warroad will lay the puck out to center ice. Here comes Hontved, and then he had it run off his blade. Bratrud feeds it around behind, picked off there by Jansen. Tries to center it, it's on top of the net, and it comes off. If it stayed there, that's a stoppage, but now down the left side, here comes East Grand Forks. Shot on goal there by Nolte, stick save Westby. Off to the near wall, it's chopped at, and now played back to center ice, and it's going to be played back in by Schmaltz. Now here comes Warroad down the near wing. Shamernick, and they can't get in. 7 minutes to go. Shot back in rink wide, and East Grand Forks goes back to the right corner to pick it up. Outlet pass is going to run to the left point. Shot by Mose, doesn't get through. Here comes Hontved. He shoots, 6 save there, and a bouncing puck in front, and Doherty unable to claim it. And now East Grand Forks comes back over the line. Here's a shot. Westby with a save, left the rebound, a follow-up shot, loose still in front. A couple of good stops for Westby there. As now Warroad comes back, and they get to center ice. That's going to be icing. And Darren Hontved also took the worst of the collision along the boards. And that's going to be a penalty. Jake Coulter will go. 6:28 to play in the third period. Shots 23-15 for East Grand. And we're having a discussion between the officials to see if they want to add anything extra. It's going to be elbowing. And it's a minor penalty, so the answer was no. And Jay Coulter goes with 6:28 left, and Warroad has a late power play. All right, ready to go. Face off to the right of pin. Tyson Westby on the draw. Levi Westby is in goal. And now cleared, and it gets past the defender Canfield and all the way down the ice. Westby, well, they're shorthanded, so it never was going to be icing. And now comes to the slot. Here's a shot that goes wide of the goal. Taken there. And finally played right back out to center ice. And a nice play. Now it's shot all the way back down. Bouncing puck right onto the goaltender. Westby makes a stop. Here's Canfield. First 30 seconds gone on the power play. Warroad really didn't have much rhythm here as they trying to work their way out of the zone, but they're having substantial trouble with the forecheck as it's cleared around to the near side. Here's Canfield. So play it ahead, and it winds up chopped back into the corner. And now behind the net, Overgaard. And Overgaard bounces off a hit from Doherty, and this has been a really good penalty kill so far for East Grand Forks. Now over the line, a collision. And what do we got? We got an offside. 56 seconds in the power play, 5:23 to go. The varsity game coming up next. From the draw. It's played back into the East Grand Forks zone. 50 seconds to go, and they clear it the length of the ice. Now out to center. And East Grand Forks will rag the puck. There's a turnover as it comes to the right point. It's going to be held in there by Mason Reed. Tried to find someone in front and couldn't get through. Comes over to the near boards. And Warroad is going to play the puck down through Reeves. Now banked off the glass to the point, held in by Mose, right on the line. And now it finally comes out to center. And it's shot in by Boesplug. It'll go the length of the ice. 13 seconds in the power play, 4:38 to go. And it's 1-0 for East Grand Forks and our junior varsity lid lifter here. Over the line. And here's a chance. Reed, as he was unable to find a shooting spot. Penalty is over. And now here comes East Grand Forks back there, 2-on-1. Pass to the near side is too far for Overgaard. Now he goes around behind the net. Drops to the left point. Here's a shot and a glove catch on Parker Nolte by Levi Westby with 4:10 to go. From the draw, shot right on by Nolte, rebound, winds up going wide of the goal. And now it comes to the point where it's going to be held in by Anderson. Now finally carried out to center, Warroad back, McLaughlin trying to get around a man, can't. Now it winds up behind the net, Erickson chasing it, but comes out second best. Outlet pass stolen by Hagen. And again, East Grand Forks able to play to center ice. They come in three wide. Here's a shot and a save made by Westby. And we'll get a face-off to his left. 3:41 to go. From the draw, Warroad wins it. And Canfield goes behind the net, feeding around on the far side. Palmquist too far for him. from the left point. Blocker pad save by Westby off the stick of Schmidberg. And now here's a little setup in front for Coulter, but he was not able to make contact on a one-time attempt. Now stick save by Westby on a shot from the right point by Bratrud, and we'll get a face-off now with 3:21 to go. Here's a shot. Westby makes the save on the face-off from Bratrud, and now out to center. That hit a Warroad forward and wound up carrying right back to their blue line. Now shot back in, and East Grand Forks doing a very nice job of slowing the game up, getting the puck in deep and just keeping it there. They're delighted to settle for a 1-0 game. Now here's a little loose puck in front of the goal, and Warroad picks it up. Shamernick trying to center as he falls. Comes over to the far side for Jansen, and it's cleared around behind the net. Centering pass picked off in the circle and played around behind with 2:45 to go. And now it's cleared to center ice, and Warroad plays it in. Reed. And now out to center. And here comes East Grand Forks and over the line. Westby with a stick save, follow-up shot. And a save made on Nowacki. That was a good chance. And now Nowacki goes down as he was spun around by Shamernick. 2:17 to go. Now they come off the wall. Penalty coming. Shot. Westby saves, and a face-off will be coming up as it'll be another power play for East Grand Forks with 2:10 left. Shots are 32-15, and that is a pretty fair reflection of the way they've played tonight. Tripping is the penalty. Oh, and they called it, my error. They called it on Nowacki, so it's going to be a power play for Warroad with 2:10 to go. And we're going to get the timeout now with 2:10 to play. As you look at the Warroad bench, looking ahead to our varsity game tonight, Warroad is 7-1. East Grand Forks is 7-3. Carson Pilgrim, 22 points for Warroad in only 8 games. Gavin James, 19. Murray Marvin Cordes, 15. Ryan Lund, 14. And for East Grand Forks, Brock Schultz was 17. Landon Jamison, 13. Grady Wagner, 10 for East Grand Forks. All right. And Westby is going to come off, so they'll go with 6 skaters and play 6-on-4. And now Warroad's lost his centerman. Shamernick leaves. And now it's picked up and cleared. It's going to go all the way down the ice. And, of course, shorthanded, you can do that. And now it comes off the wall. And Warroad was slow getting to it. A centering pass, and they score. And that is Braden Overgaard. Short-handed, and it's 2-0 with 1:58 to go. So both of East Grand Forks goals have come in specialty situations tonight. 1 power play, 1 short-handed. Now they play it all the way down the ice. Nolan Muhlbrook with the assist as the puck comes in, and here's a shot by Shamernick that's sticked away. Now a centering pass, trying to find space on the backhand. Shamernick couldn't shoot. And with 90 seconds to go, it's played back behind the net Freeze plays it around, and that's going to be held in by Warroad. They'll play around to the near side with 1:20 to go. Centering pass is picked off in the slot, and here comes East Grand Forks back. Freeze just lays it in there. 1 minute to play in the power play. 1:10 on the clock. And now Westby comes off again. And Warroad is trying to find a way onto the scoreboard. Toe drag there for Shamrock, doesn't work out. Comes to the left point. Mose fires, that's wide. Rebound for Jarrett Jansen. Throws it in front. It's going to come to the circle. Shamrock fires, that's sticked over the top of the goal by Pinn with 45 seconds to go. And now it's picked up by East Grand Forks Bratrud. And he clears it. It's going to go all the way down the ice and go wide. With 36 seconds to go, 25 seconds in the power play for Warroad as it comes out to center ice, Shamrock. And then that is picked up and played all the way back down the ice. Getting there first is Bosflug with 23 seconds to go, and he just drops it to the circle. And unable to get a shot away there was Coulter. Puck comes out to center. 5 seconds in the power play and 14 seconds in the game, and now it's back to even strength for East Grand Forks, and this will bring our junior varsity contest to a close. And our score, as the puck just does trickle wide of the empty net. No, it's not done yet, so 1.6 seconds remaining on the clock. So a little premature, so we'll go back for one more face-off. Grady Pinn has stopped 16 shots. 33-16 the shot board. East Grand has played a very tighty game here. And that's it. Our final score is East Grand Forks 2, Warroad nothing. Panzer on the power play, overguard, shorthanded into an empty net. And East Grand Forks comes up with the victory. Varsity is next. We'll have it for you here on the Youth Hockey Hub's Friday Night Ice.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of